Let's see. Oh, let's see. Come on. What? You mean there's no room? That's weird. Well, please welcome back Austin Aries. Yes, people, it is me, Austin Aries here. The greatest man that ever lived. And I am finally proud to say I finally signed up to WWE. And I'll be debuting in NXT for development soon. Regardless of all that, regardless of my many achievements, and being a ROH heavyweight champion, TNA heavyweight champion, TNA X Division champion 4 times in a row, and regardless of being probably like a one-time TNA World Tag Team champion, there's always been some belt. But the belt that I am proud of is being a 3-time TWF World Heavyweight Champion. And I understand that Godzilla still, has not won his match, so he hasn't been around lately. But, that's okay. Godzilla, I understand that you were unsuccessful in beating Sting, and by default, sorry for my throat. And by default, that kind of makes you look bad. But that's okay. That's okay. Hey, who is this? Well, for that's okay, Godzilla, because I'm looking forward to you coming back soon and we can finally have our match the right way. And I know that some people out there might be a little upset with me because when I was first a 2-time TWF World Heavyweight Champion, when I was a 3-time TWF World Heavyweight Champion, I did not conduct myself properly. I was chosen by General Manager Xena to represent the Toy Wrestling Federation, and I didn't do very well. So I'm going to do very well here. You're going to represent the Toy Wrestling Federation. Hey, it's King Kong. We haven't seen King Kong in years. You might not remember me, but I was in the Toy Wrestling Federation when it first started. I had maybe one match, I think. You might remember, I think I was in a Royal Rumble one point, but I can't remember, okay? But I do know how things operated back then. It was just a small ring, maybe it was a, Hamvro WrestleMania ring, or Hamvro, King of the Ring. And it wasn't any of the WWF pay-per-view rings or WCW rings. It was nothing like that. Yeah, well, and it wasn't that big. Well, times change, Austin Aries says. And King Kong, congratulations on another freaking remake. I mean, come on, King Kong. I mean, why the hell can't you have sequels? Seriously, why can't you have sequels? Why the hell has it got to be remake? Okay, there was King Kong, that was fine. Then there was King Kong versus Godzilla, your crossover. That was good, But then you had King Kong Lives, King Kong Returns, King Kong Escapes. Fine, they were Toho films, but they were still technically sequels, even if Universal didn't recognize them as such. But then you started having freaking remake. Come on, King Kong. 3 or 4 remakes. Oh, and apparently Godzilla's getting ready to start making his new movies. Toho, Godzilla Unleashed, another Godzilla remake, but at least Godzilla's not as guilty of it as you are. He's going to get ready because 2017 AD Godzilla is going to have another movie coming out by Legendary Pictures. Okay, King Kong said. And then you're going to have a remake with you? You're going to fight him again, but they're going to drop, the Kong part and just call you King? I can't help it, King Kong says. I can't help it, Austin Aries, that I have way too many remakes. It wasn't my fault that Universal Studios had to make multiple remakes out of me. It's not my fault that the only sequels I had were Toho films. It's not my fault that when me and Godzilla fought, it was only a tie. It's not my fault that I only had that I had all the remakes. Me and Godzilla, yeah, we've had issues. I know. We've had issues for years. A lot of people actually think that some people think that me and Godzilla, that basically think one version I won, our version he won. The truth is it was a damn tie. But if you want to put me down for having 3 remakes and not having enough sequels, well, I have more respect for Godzilla than I got for you, King Kong says. Yeah, Godzilla, he's made a lot of movies. Toho, Sony, Legendary Pictures. Yeah, well, I got more respect for Godzilla than I do you, because at least Godzilla's not an asshole. You're the asshole, King Kong. You're an asshole because you will never be as good as Godzilla. Let's face it, your first movie was this black and white embarrassment. Okay, I'd take it back, maybe it was in color, I don't know. And then your second, then King Kong Lives and King Kong Escapes, 2 of the Toho films, they were jokes. Then when you fought Godzilla, you lost. You got your ass beat pretty much. You got your ass handed to you. Embarrassing, but that's what it was. And then, King Kong, you really went in this shit. Because then there was a second remake. Then there was a third remake. And apparently, you want to fight him again. You want to have a match, King Kong says? You want to have a match with me? I just heard from the TWF Championship Committee that Godzilla, my mistake, King Kong is going to have a match with Austin Aries. Let's go. Ding, ding, wait a minute. King Kong taking out Austin Aries here. King Kong not happy. Spine Buster. King Kong just did a Arn Anderson Spine Buster. Clothesline, he's down. I think King Kong was here years ago in 1993, but that was back then. We were just doing it on cassettes, people. And Austin Aries right now is not making any friends with King Kong, and down he goes. And yes, it's true, people. Austin Aries is in World Wrestling Entertainment. King Kong, Austin Aries. He did his other move. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Here is your winner, Austin Aries. So Austin Aries has defeated King Kong here on Thursday Night SmackDown. And King Kong probably doesn't have anybody to blame except himself for that loss. And yes, people, Godzilla is getting ready to make his newest film, his Toho remake. Godzilla released or unreleased or whatever it's called. And yes, in 2017 AD, Godzilla is set to make his next Legendary Pictures film. in 2017 AD, and then there's a Godzilla King Kong versus King Kong remake being done. So yeah, that's all the time we got here. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of TWF Thursday Night SmackDown, and we'll see you tomorrow for TWF Superstars.